Hi, I'm James, and I have a slightly weird question for you. Wouldn't it be great if you were psychic and you could actually see inside your listeners' minds? Sound interesting? Stay right there. Okay, so I'm not actually going about being really psychic, but what I am talking about is asking your guests and your experts who you're interviewing on maybe a podcast or your radio show the right kinds of questions. The sort of questions that your listeners are actually pondering themselves. There is a couple of amazing tools which have just come around recently, which are absolutely fantastic when it comes to writing the right kind of questions for the person that you're interviewing. The sort of questions that are already being asked on the internet, so you can make sure that your interview is going to kill it and also make sure that your content is really suited to your audience. So let's dive in. I want to show you how to use these tools. Okay, so we've gone to the internet and we've searched for Also Asked. Let's head to alsoasked.com. Now this is a fantastic tool. My friend Phil Palucha actually introduced me to this very recently. There's another one which is similar, which I'm going to show you in a minute, but this is awesome and this is so powerful if you want to find out questions that people are actually asking on the internet. When I said earlier being psychic, I wasn't actually talking about literally being psychic, but what we can do is we can leverage data that is out there. It's public information because Google are kindly providing it to us, and we can kind of drill down into some of the common themes and topics and the questions that people are searching for on a day-to-day basis. So let's go for example. Well, actually, let's go for this protein shakes, because I actually know nothing about protein shakes. I know it's a huge industry and I know you can make lots of money selling protein shakes. There are certainly lots of companies that have killed it there, but it's something I know nothing about. So if you perhaps have a fitness podcast, or you have like a motivational podcast and you've got an expert coming on to talk about protein shakes, but you have no idea really the intricacies and the ins and outs about them, or sort of questions people might be asking about that, we can type that in, we can hit search, and we kind of get this kind of really cool, it's almost like a mind map, which will take you through sort of various topics within the topic, and then ultimately provide a list of questions. So, if we can zoom in here, let's have a look. So this is really great. So obviously we start with our key term, protein shakes. So are protein shakes good for weight loss? What are the bad side effects of protein shakes? What does a protein shake do to your body? What is the best protein shake? And then from this we have like more questions. So for example, do protein shakes make you gain weight? Should you drink them to fast or slow? How much weight can you lose on shakes? So there's a whole bunch of questions here which are written right for us, all based on this one topic of protein shakes. This is what people are searching for, right? So when you're actually creating content for your radio show, for your podcast, and you have the privilege of interviewing someone who's an expert in a certain field, like rather than asking them just the same old questions each time, tell us your backstory, what did you eat for dinner, whatever. Try and think about actually how you can be intelligent about the questions you're asking. Sure, you can ask them the generic questions, you can find out a bit about them, what they do, blah, blah, blah. But you have that opportunity to sit in front of someone who is like top of their game on a specific kind of subject. So you need to make sure that the questions you're going to ask them is actually what people want to know. And again, you can even look at doing sometimes a whole series on one topic. So you might decide you want to do a whole series or several different episodes on these different topics. So this is really not good just for coming up with questions for your guests, but it's actually a good idea for just generally coming up with a content plan for your podcast. Because as I say, this is all based on data. This isn't just like what you think is the right questions to ask or what you think people might want to know. This is actually what people want to know. So let's have a look at the second website. Okay, so the second tool that I want to show you today, which will allow you to mind read your audience and find out exactly what people are really asking out there on the internet, is called Answer the Public. Let's head on to their website here. As you can see, very similar format. We just get given a search term. So I might want to switch this, say, to the US. Stay with English, and let's say I've got an expert who's coming onto my show to discuss real estate investing. Okay, so let's type in real estate investing, hit the search bar, and we'll find out what people are asking about this particular topic. As you can see here, it takes a couple of seconds to kind of do its voodoo and figure out the data and do all that mind reading stuff or whatever. and we've come up with 51 different questions here. So lots and lots of questions. This is kind of a bit of a weird, sort of super exciting like Wheel of Fortune thing going on. You can actually switch this just to like data view, which is a bit more easier to digest. And you can even download this as CSV by the way, which is awesome. You know, is real estate investing hard? How to start real estate investing with no money? How to start real estate with little money? Where to start real estate investing? You know, how real estate investing works. So these are all good questions that I could potentially ask, you know, someone who's an expert in real estate investing. So there we go. That is how you can literally predict what your listeners want to know when it comes to interviewing any expert on pretty much any subject. Now, if you enjoy that video, please remember to give me a great big thumbs up. That would mean a lot to me. And also, if you want more cool videos like this one about podcasting and radio and interviewing people and all that great stuff, remember to hit the subscribe button and turn on your notification bell for updates. Thanks very much for watching this video. Leave your comments below, by the way, and let me know how you prepare questions for guests. Were you aware of either of these websites? Or do you have any other sneaky resources that you go to? Let me know in the comments, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye for now. There is an easier way to get booked onto more podcasts as a guest. Join Matchmaker.fm for free today and start making connections with podcasters who are looking for guests just like you.